barn just after the rain. The roof still holding, though weathered but strained. The hayloft's empty, but it still smells sweet, like the nights we danced in dusty bare feet. That ladder we climbed where you first kissed me still leans on the wall like it's frozen in time. You see, we built more than walls in that old red shell, but the barn's still standing and we just fell. The barn's still standing, but we fell apart like old wooden beams worn down at the heart. The frame held strong, but love couldn't stay. Now silence echoes where we once lay. We weathered the storm, but time rang the bell. The barn's still standing, but we fell. I'm in broken boards, just out of routine, but nothing I fix can rebuild what has been. That swing on the post still sways in the breeze, like it's searching for you among the oak trees. I pass by sometimes just to feel that air, the scent of the soil, the wind in my hair. But memories ache where our laughter once dwelled, and the barn's still standing while we both fell. The barn's still standing, but we fell apart like cracks in the paint on a worn-out heart. We built it with love from hammer to nail, but forever's not built to weather all gales. It's strong on the outside, but too hard to tell. The barn's still standing, but we fell. Maybe some things were meant to last, like cedar and steel, not hearts made of glass. The barn's still standing, proud and tall, while we lost the fight. You let it all fall. It watches the sunrise, it knows us too well, 'cause the barn's still standing, but darling, we fell. Maybe some things were meant to last, love.
Talked about forever on a golden day. You wore my jacket, I held your hand. We dreamed of a house on this stretch of land. I still see the barn with the paint chipping worn. We carved our names in the beams that warmed you more. I believed in a life that we'd start right then, out in the fields of what could have been. Fields of what could have been, where love took root but never could win. We planted our hearts in that southern wind, but the harvest never came again. Now all that grows is silence and sin in the fields of what could have been. I stayed with the soil, tried to work it right, but the rows grew empty without your light. the sun still sets where you used to spin, barefoot and laughing in the fields we were in. I chased the skyline, I ran toward change, but I left my soul on that old stock range. I built a life, but I lost my skin in the fields of what could have been. Fields of what could have been, where love took root, but never could win. We planted our hearts in that southern wind, but the harvest never came again. Now all that grows is silence and sin in the fields of what could have been. Maybe we loved, but the timing was wrong, like a frost too early or a drought too long. Fields of what could have been, where echoes drift like dust in the wind. We stood so close, but we couldn't begin. Now the past is buried deep within the fields of what could have been. Maybe we loved, but the timing was wrong, like a frost too early or a drought too long. Maybe we loved, but the timing was wrong, like a frost too early or a drought too long. We stood so close, but we couldn't begin. Now the past is buried deep within the fields of what could have been.
You stood there quiet in your Sunday dress, eyes full of sorrow, lips full of rest. The wind didn't speak, but the sky turned gray as you whispered the words you couldn't say.
We carved our names in that old cottonwood, said forever like young lovers would. But forever came with a twist of fate, and love can't hold when hearts separate.
Goodbye beneath the cottonwood tree, where we once dreamed wild and free. But the branches still sway with memories of a kiss, a vow, and faded dreams. Though we walked away silently, our hearts cried beneath the cottonwood tree. The river nearby still sings our song. It don't care who was right or wrong, but I pass that tree and feel the sting of a love that died in the early spring.
Your hand let go, but never quite left mine. I still feel your touch in the Georgia pines.
I built a new life, but I still come back to the roots we planted on that old dirt track. Goodbye beneath the cottonwood tree, where we once dreamed wild and free. promise, a vow and faded dreams. Though we walked away silently, our hearts cried beneath the cottonwood tree. Maybe love was meant to bloom and fall, like leaves in autumn answering their call. Goodbye beneath the cottonwood tree, where time stood still for you and me. If trees could speak, they'd surely know why we had to part and let it go. But deep in the bark and the roots so deep, our goodbye the cottonwood keeps. The pine trees still whisper the songs that we sang, and the wind through the canyon still calls out your name. Your footprints are gone, but they echo like truth through this quiet old valley that raised us in youth. I came back last Sunday to walk by the stream where we carved our initials and chased every dream. The wildflowers bloomed like they knew what we'd lost, and the river still shimmered with memories we crossed. This valley remembers you in the shade of the hills and the morning dew, where the meadow still hums our sweet old tune, and the stars light up like a silver monsoon. I may forget what we couldn't hold true, but this valley remembers you. The porch still leans like the day you let go, and my heart never healed, just learned how to show. I talk to the sky when the dusk settles in, and the valley replies like it once did back then. I carry your shadow in more ways than one, like the echo of laughter that fades with the sun. I tried to move on, but the roots ran too deep in this place where our promises still lie asleep. This valley remembers you in the shade of the hills and the morning dew, where the meadow still hums our sweet old tune, and the stars light up like a silver monsoon. I may forget what we couldn't hold true, but this valley remembers you. No matter how far we've both gone away, the land holds our love in its own quiet way. This valley remembers you, like the first spring kiss and the sky so blue. Though time took its toll and we both had to part, the earth never let you leave my heart. And I still believe, though the years are few, this valley remembers you. No matter how far we've both gone away, the land holds our love in its own quiet way. This valley remembers you, like the first spring kiss in the sky so blue. That saddle's been hanging since the day you rode away. Still smells like leather and old summer hay. Your mare's gone gray, but she still turns around every time I whisper your name out loud. I left with my sorrow, a suitcase and pride, but my heart stayed behind where the fence meets the sky. The wind on the prairie still calls soft and low to the girl who once dreamed where the wildflowers grow. There's dust on the saddle, tears on the ground, echoes of footsteps that don't make a sound. We built up a life with our hearts in our hands. The love slipped through like dry desert sand. Now the past rides heavy with no peace to be found. Just dust on the saddle and tears on the ground. I still mend the wire and feed the old steer, but it ain't been the same without you here. The porch boards moan like they miss your touch, and the stars above don't shine as much. I walk city miles, but they all led me back to that broken down gate and the worn cattle track. I traded the saddle for a dress made of lace, but I lost more than boots when I left that place. There's dust on the saddle, tears on the ground, echoes of footsteps that don't make a sound. We built up a life with our hearts in our hands, but love slipped through like dry desert sand. Now the past rides heavy, but no peace to be found. Just dust on the saddle and tears on the ground. We were wild as the west, but we fell like the rain. Now only the silence remembers our name. There's dust on the saddle, tears on the ground, in the fields where our promises once could be found. The barn still stands, but it don't make a sound. Just dust on the saddle and tears on the ground. We were wild as the west, but we fell like the rain. Now only the silence remembers our name. There's dust on the saddle, tears on the ground, in the fields where our promises once could be found. The barn still stands, but it don't make. I drove past the house where the front porch sags, where the roses once bloomed in your old burlap bags. The shutters are crooked, the paint's peeled away, but the smoke from the chimney still rises each day. I saw the old swing where you kissed me at night, under stars and a porch light that flickered just right. The fire we started burned long, then burned out, but that chimney still breathes like it's trying to shout. Smoke from the old chimney tells tales we left behind, of two hearts full of hope and a love we thought was blind. Though the fire was gone and the embers are gray, the smoke still rises like you remember each day. The walls still hold echoes of laughter and tears. The floorboards still creak with the weight of the years. I light a fire just to feel less alone, but the warmth disappears like the love we had known. I watch from the distance, afraid to return to a home that remembers how badly we burned. But the smoke curls up like a prayer in the sky, begging for reasons, still asking why. Smoke from the old chimney tells tales we left behind, of two hearts full of hope and a love we thought was blind. Though the fire was gone and the embers are gray, the smoke still rises like you remember each day. We built that house on dreams and pine, but dreams can rot like boards in time. Smoke from the old chimney still dances in the air, like ghosts of a love that once lived there. And though we're apart, that fire knows our name, still burning slow in a cold, quiet flame. We built that house on dreams and pine, but dreams can rot like boards in time. And though we're apart, that fire knows our name, still burning slow in a cold, quiet flame. Walked down to the water just the other day. Same old boots, same worn out clay. The willow trees bow like they remember too, the girl with a smile and the sky in her view. I dream of that creek when the city gets loud, where fireflies danced and hearts weren't so proud. Held my hand like you never let go, but the current took dreams we couldn't outgrow. The creek still knows your name, it whispers soft like a sweet refrain. Through the reeds and the river bend, it calls like a voice I can't defend. Though the years have changed the frame, the creek still knows your name. Skip some stones like we used to do, watched them sink where I once loved you. The ripples told tales I thought I forgot, but the water remembers whether I do or not. I never meant to leave that fast, but the world came knocking and I ran from the past. Still I wonder if you sit and stay where the wind hums low and the pine trees sway. The creek still knows your name, it whispers soft like a sweet refrain. Through the reeds and the river bend, it calls like a voice I can't defend. Though the years have changed the frame, the creek not where it bloomed. That water keeps singing our old tune. The creek still knows your name, carved in the banks, untouched by shame. Even if we never loved the same, the creek still knows your name. It whispers soft like a sweet refrain through the reeds and the riverbed. It calls like a voice I can't defend. Though the years have changed the frame, the creek still knows your name. You can bury love, but not where it bloomed. That water keeps singing our old tune. The ripples told tales I thought I forgot, but the water remembers whether I do or not. They were meant to leave that fast, but the world came knocking and I ran from the past. Still I wonder if you sit and stay where the wind hums low and the pine trees sway. We carved our names in a cottonwood tree down by the creek where the world let us be. Thought we'd grow old where the wild daisies blow, but you packed your dreams and left long ago.
I still see your boots by the old wooden gate, your flannel shirt swaying and it's getting late. I chased the city lights, thought they'd shine bright, but nothing felt warm like your fire at night.
And there's heartbreak in the hollow where the redbirds sing, where the wind still whispers every lost little thing. We had forever in the hills so low, but forever don't live where the wild thistles grow. I'm in the fences, I feed the cows, but the silence gets louder with every vow. I swore I'd wait, but seasons moved on. Now the barn feels empty, and you've been gone too long.
I walk these city streets in leather and pride, but the rain feels colder without you by my side. Every sunset's just a shadow I chase, 'cause I left my heart in that hollow place.
And there's heartbreak in the hollow where the redbirds sing, where the wind still whispers every lost little thing. We had forever in the hills so low, but forever don't live where the wild thistles grow. When the sky turns blue, I'll come back home. If you're waiting to,
there's heartbreak in a hollow, still calling our names, in the bend of the river and the old wagon chains.
If love still lingers where the pine trees grow, you'll find me waiting in the hollow below. Maybe one day When the sky turns blue, I'll come back home. If you're waiting too.
There's heartbreak in a hollow, still calling our names. In the bend of the river and the old wagon chains.
If love still lingers where the pine trees grow, you'll find me waiting in the hollow below. This old porch swing don't move like it used to. No laughter echoes through these floorboards of blue. Your coffee cup still sitting by the rail, and the wind tells stories that time won't veil.
The screen door still squeaks like your Sunday boots, and the garden's grown wild without our roots. I hear your voice in the humming of the trees, but it's just the past blowing through the breeze.
There's silence on the porch where our hearts used to sing, where morning light would catch your wedding ring. Now the rocker sits still and the stars just watch as love fades slow like paint that peels from the top. I still sit out here at the close of the day, whittling my thoughts as the sky turns gray. I reach for your hand, but there's just thin air and a sunset that don't care. You're not there.
I left with a suitcase and tear-stained pride, but I never stopped looking back inside. Every porch light since sings felt so wrong, like a melody waiting for its song.
There's silence on the porch where our hearts used to sing, where morning light would catch your wedding ring. Now the rocker sits still and the stars just watch as love fades slow like paint that peels from the top. We built forever on that wooden floor, but forever don't sit here anymore.
There's silence on the porch, and it cuts like a knife, where we once dreamed of a simple life. Now only the moon knows the reason why two hearts grew quiet and said goodbye. Wooden floor, but forever don't sit here anymore.
We built forever on that wooden floor, but forever don't sit here anymore.
There's silence on the porch, and it cuts like a knife, where we once dreamed of a simple life.
Now only the moon knows the reason why two hearts grew quiet and said goodbye.
and sway. The wind still remembers the promise we made. That old rocking chair still creaks like your sigh, down in the valley where the wildflowers cry.
The barn door still leans like the day that I left, your hand on my back and my heart out of breath. I whispered goodbye with tears in my eyes, out in the field where the wildflowers cry. We danced in the dusk, barefoot and bold, under skies of fire, hearts full of gold. Now silence has settled where love used to lie, in the arms of the hills where the wildflowers cry. Your letters still tucked in the Bible we shared, next to the daisies I pressed when I cared. They faded like dreams I could never untie, rooted in soil where the wildflowers cry. I still hear your voice when the meadowlark sings. It flies through the fence post and broken wood rings. You planted your heart, but I couldn't stay. Now only the blossoms remember that day. We danced in the dusk, barefoot and bold, under skies of fire, hearts full of gold. Now silence has settled where love used to lie, in the arms of the hills where the wildflowers cry. Maybe love bloomed too fast, like spring in July, too wild to hold, too true to deny. We left it behind, but we still ask why, in that quiet old place where the wildflowers cry. We danced in the dusk, barefoot and bold, under skies of fire, hearts full of gold. Now silence has settled where love used to lie, in the arms of the hills where the wildflowers cry. Maybe love bloomed too fast, like spring in July, too wild to hold, too true to deny. We left it behind, but we still ask why, in that quiet old place where the wildflowers cry.